hell of a rig you got there.
Yeah, she's a beaut, ain't she?
This is just a little maintenance work. But yeah, we managed to set up a system of hydropower with parts printed by the 3D lab.
But you printed the parts?
Pretty wild, huh? You should see the stuff Startup was putting together.
Hell, they could print much larger designs. Complex machinery, working parts, those kind of things.
Really?
This tech was invented to make the world accessible to everyone. When Sentinel took over the island, they started printing parts for their deadly drones. It ain't right.
Again with this? Look, we already know how you feel.
When I saw what they were doing with the program, I left and joined up with the Homesteaders. But hey, if you're interested, why not check out the Startup?
Yeah, where's that at?
It's called polymorph modeling. It's down in the southeastern part of Smuggler Coves, west of the swamp.
Thanks. Much obliged.
You ever see this coming? You ever think we'd end up here?
Keep an eye on any stocks from the outcasts. If you see someone sick, give them a hand, but make sure you do it in a way that's sanitary.
Did you hear? Ballard has a cure.
At this point, I won't believe anything until I see it with my own eyes.
Fine, but allow yourself a little relief. Right, soon it'll be time to think about the future, and we're gonna need you.
The future? We all need to decide. Sentinel attacked us with a plague, like sneaks, cowards. My brother is dead, children are dead. If we live, we fight. We owe the dead that much.
I'm glad we agree. Now we start convincing the others.
Do we have enough men to do that? Logan?
How do you fit into this whole Skeltech design?
I was the head of the civic engineering department. Guess you could say I resigned over creative differences regarding Titan.
So you had something to do with designing the infrastructure here on Aroa?
Sort of. I build on top of what the New Zealand and US military started. Every culture has to do that. Build on top of existing infrastructure. The older the culture, the more infrastructure is already in place, the harder it is to modernize. That's why Europe is such a mess.
Why not just tear it up and start over?
Once you build something, like roads, you don't want to unbuild them. Plus, Skell wanted to keep all the existing structures in place as a way to preserve the island.
That seems like a pain in the ass.
I don't mind a challenge. That's what makes me so good at what I do.
So I guess your roads are gonna be a problem for the next person that comes here to design infrastructure.
I doubt it. By the time my roads need to be reworked, people will be flying around Aroa on jetpacks.
All these drones must use a massive amount of power.
We use more electricity than most third world countries.
So if we pull the plug, we can shut the whole operation down.
There's no plug. The whole island is powered by a diverse, renewable power grid. There are multiple power sources, and no one source powers everything. And all the power sources are renewable. None of them need fuel.
So you built a lethal drone army and gave it unlimited power. No one thought that might be a problem?
Skell insisted our power came from environmentally friendly sources. We have the cleanest power grid on Earth. Also the most expensive. Maybe people like you are the reason Skell had to build his utopia way out here in the middle of nowhere.
How many of these renewable power sources are there?
There's a massive solar panel farm outside Liberty and wind turbines on the west coast. There are also 2 oceanic geothermal plants in the channels between the islands. Those are powered by cold water from Antarctica and warm water from the Pacific.
There must be some kind of battery where they store all the excess power.
Just north of Liberty, there's a dam. Inside are flywheel capacitors. That's where the energy is stored.
Sounds like you built this power grid to be rock solid. I guess it's gonna be impossible to turn the lights off.
Sorry, I built this place to last.
That's the scary thing about this World 2.0 you built. It can't be rebooted. What's with the fancy net there on Erewhon's crater?
Well, it's hardly a net, but yes, it is fancy. It's bleeding-edge, multi-layered camouflage equipment that blocks visibility with surrounding environmental patterns. More importantly, it fools the drones. It's how I keep Erewhon hidden and virtually impossible to find.
So it works the way a chameleon would, blending into the background.
A little more advanced, but yes. The fabric uses a signature management system that disrupts thermal patterns, infrared wavelengths, and radio emissions so drones can't run their recognition algorithms. It won't fool the human eye. I mean, if somebody was looking at a drone feed, they might notice something weird, but...
Nobody can check thousands of hours of video feed on Aroa.
Right. It makes hiding things from drones pretty easy. They can't respond to what they don't see. It was developed by Skeltech. Luckily, I just so happen to know how to hijack it. Now Erewhon can remain safe for at least a little while.
I like your style, Jericho. What kind of air traffic do you get on the island?
Before the perimeter of drones made leaving the island impossible, the only people flying in or out were investors or vacationers. To be honest, we've never had much air traffic. Why do you ask?
I saw an airport earlier. We might be able to land a bird in there.
To evacuate people?
Or explore. I'm just spitballing here.
The Aroa airport near Infinity has the big runway. That's where all the international flights come in.
I need smaller airstrips, somewhere that can land helos.
Try Liberty Airport. We use it for internal jumper flights. If you're snooping around there, just be careful. Sentinel uses both of them, so they're crawling with security.
I'll see you around.
Sure. I'll be seeing you.
Drones. Drones? They're gonna put this thing on drones?
I know. The ghosts are doing everything they can to stop it.
And what were we? What were our lives? Part of the test run?
Looks like that's all we are to these bastards.
No. My life will not be a test run for genocide. I'm gonna demand Schultz calls a meeting the second that cure is in our veins. We need to discuss how to make Sentinel hurt for the pain they've caused.
Right there with you, brother. We'll make them pay tenfold.
Here you go.
You okay? You seem gloomy.
No, no. I'm fine.
Now walk me through this Titan program. It has to be a target, right?
I mean, it's a secret Skell project on Golem Island. What more do you need to know?
Any idea what they do there? What would make it a priority threat?
I don't know. You have to understand, the Jace Skell I know would have considered a killer robot beneath him. He's a genius, sure, but when I came to work for him, it was because he was revolutionizing technology. Then, after Project Amiga ramped up, the work changed. He seemed to change too.
Fine. But what was he so afraid of that super robots were the answer? Is there some major city that needs protecting against mutated fire-breathing dinosaurs or something?
Look, I've been asking myself that question every day since I left. If I were to hazard a guess, and this is purely speculation on my part, but I have to imagine that the program slipped into Walker's hands somehow. Maybe he and the Wolves took the lead on it. But I can't really give you any insight into fighting whatever they're making. That said, if the robots are Skells, they could eventually be the most devastating weapon this world has ever known. So yeah, I'd say they're a priority threat.
What? It's been missing all day. Went for a hike the other day up this ridge at sunset. When I get to the top, the lights of Liberty are shining so bright.
Here you go.
So what happened here?
What didn't happen? Skeltech. It's utopia. This place was paradise before they showed up with their toys.
Come on. Digging in the dirt, worrying if you're gonna have a good crop, weathering hurricanes without any infrastructure, that's paradise?
It was ours. It meant something. These people came here and brought the devil with them.
People always bring the devil with them.
Those people out there, they brought a few extra and they can have them. We're gonna weather the storm here.
So you've got your people, but screw the rest of them.
I got enough people to think about.
If I was you, I would have left the island when Skeltech moved in.
Skell wasn't so bad at the start.
Until he made killer drones and turned the island into an exclusion zone?
Obviously.
Yep. Technology can be a pain in the ass.
Yep.
How are Fox and Harmony holding up?
Bit of a miracle they made it this far. That man couldn't find his nose without a mirror.
He took a big chance trying to get off the island.
And he's got a kid to think about. Things go south, he can't take care of himself, let alone her.
Nobody does it alone.
No, you're right. I've known Fox and Harmony for a little while. I just worry about them. They know they have a home here with us.
Maybe you need to remind Fox. Put him at ease.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
Mads, did the folks from the beach make it back?
You mean the survivors? I knew some of the people on that boat since they were babies. I saw them take their first steps.
I did my best.
Your best. We were supposed to have a ship. Marines. And all we got were bodies washing up on the shore and some grunt twisting in the wind.
Mads, this grunt did save a whole lot of us. But my daughter, it's not a small thing.
I know. But it ain't enough. Not with these odds.
This isn't over. I found my friend Sergeant Major Hill. We've got a plan to go after Jay Skell. If we can stop him, take control over the drone...
Hold on. You think Jace is behind this? You're wrong. He's a good guy and my best friend. Sentinel took over the island. Follow me. I have evidence.
Well, I got more immediate problems. My people have to prepare for the long haul. You gonna lend a hand?
All right. But finding Skell is my priority.
Nomad, how are you?
Missing the comforts of home? Otherwise, not bad.
Don't let those comforts control you. I've been tied up with some personal business, so I was hoping you would do me a favor.
Sure. What's up?
Rumor has it some old dog tags turned up just west of Howard Port. Fellow who discovered them said he found them on a skeleton out in the woods by a bombed-out old truck. He didn't want to disturb the remains out of respect. Thing is, I think they belong to a Cold War buddy of mine. Cal was a good soldier, and an even better friend. He saved my life half a dozen times. It's sad we lost touch over the years, and... well, I'd just really like to know what happened.
Yeah, I get it. We've both buried our share of friends. I'll check it out.
I suggest searching just north of Grove's Pond. Shouldn't be too tough to find. It's near Gordon's Slough over in the Sinking Country province.
I'm on it.
We found safety here. Don't ruin that.
something you might find interesting.
You ever see yourself doing this?
So how'd you and Skell end up working together?
I was a theoretical mathematics researcher at UC San Diego. I wrote a couple of articles that got published, and Skell liked them, and he asked me to come do R&D on a DNA-based computer he was working on. He's been funding my work ever since.
Sounds like the two of you really clicked.
Yeah, well, it's hard not to like him. He's a visionary. He sees problems, and he just goes after them, gets the greatest minds together, and solves them in ways we never thought possible. He's not afraid of anything.
Maybe if you had a little more fear, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Please. Skell is a great man, a generational figure. He can't be held responsible for the petty ambitions of corrupt men.
How's Harmony holding up?
I don't know. She acts like everything is fine, but I worry about the long-term effects of staying here.
She's tough.
She's under so much stress. The shock of everything must be hard on her. I thought I was bringing her to paradise. The Schultzes are very kind, but Erewhon is no place for her. Not with all the fighting and the violence.
No one could have seen what's going on here coming, but it happened, and you're both here. Now the only thing you can do is keep her safe, which is why you should be helping Schultz protect Erewhon.
You're right. It's the only thing I can do to make sure she's okay.
What's her mother think of all this?
She left us a few years ago. She ran off with some... It doesn't matter. I'm all Harmony has left.
You just try to stay strong for her, all right? She's gonna need you to get through this. Thanks for the help, Fox. I'll see you later. All right, Fox. What have you got?
I'm telling you, Jace is not behind this. Someone on the inside, he sent me the video of the guy in charge of Sentinel.
That surf on the south coast looks rough as shit.
Don't curse.
Seriously?
Stone is gonna find any employee who curses?
Ask him yourself.
Captain Gibson, Captain Coleman. That's the two soldiers I wanted to see.
Mr. Stone?
Operation Citadel is an outstanding success. No communication of any kind is leaving or coming into the island. The drone perimeter is active. And while Miss Fury is out there winning hearts and minds, you lot are going to root out the troublemakers. Captain Coleman, I want those homesteaders under control.
There's a cutting-edge technology that I'd like to exploit.
Sounds perfect. Captain Gibson, take care of that terrorist bomber and those outcasts of hers. And we know there ain't many left. But they're in your AO. Find them. Squash them.
Sir, are the holding facilities complete?
I said squash them, not capture. Don't y'all just love being in the South Pacific? The way the ocean breeze carries that scent of jasmine reminds me of Savannah. Hey, y'all enjoy yourselves out there. If you see a ghost from one of those choppers, shoot on sight.
Clearly, Jace is not behind it.
Look, even if only Sentinel's behind this, it means your pal lost control of Aroa. He sank that cargo ship, and I still have to find him. He's the only one who'll know what to do.
Fine. Screw it. He has a villa hidden in the hills. The door code is 120386. Just give him a chance. That's all I ask.
Who sent you the video?
I have no idea.
If they're sending it to you, that can't be random. Must be someone you know.
In all my work here, I've dealt with hundreds of people. It could be anyone. It was sent to me on a secret email account using self-erasing protocol that gets rid of any identifying information.
If it's a secret email account, then who knew about it?
It wasn't that secret. I mean, anyone who monitored my online activity could have found it. Look, whoever is sending it doesn't want to be found. Just leave them alone. I don't want to start any rumors. I've seen rumors destroy people before, and I don't want to see it again.
Thanks for the help, Fox. I'll see you later. I'll talk to you later. See ya. Mads, Fox got some video footage from inside Skeltech.
Who's sending him videos?
He's cagey about that. But the footage was of Trey Stone and his captains. He ordered them to come after the homesteaders and some terrorist outcasts.
Well, you're nothing but good news, ain't you? Outcasts probably are terrorists, but what have we ever done? Remember how I asked you to lend a hand? I'm serious. I've got an endless list of what I need done, so come by often. Can't give you much, but I'll spare some gear for your troubles.
I will, don't worry. And I'll poke my nose into that outcast business just to see why they bother Stone so much.
Press ain't so hot on those folks. Watch yourself with them outcasts. We have a situation, Nomad. Sentinel put up roadblocks around their area of operations. We've got friendlies stuck on the other side.
All right. Keeping separated might keep your people safe.
I've seen this before. You squeeze people till they're so desperate they do something stupid. Then you have every excuse to wipe them out.
Yeah. The Sentinel, it's best to expect the worst.
I have a feeling in my gut that this is the beginning of something that could end everything I care for.
For what it's worth, I have great respect for your gut.
The farmers caught out there. They have medicine, insulin that some folks out here depend on to stay above ground.
So it's not just people. We need to get supplies into.
Before the radio cut, the driver, Kyle, Maria's brother, was talking about trying to run the blockade. The boy's just a farmer.
I'll take care of it, Mats.
How you feeling about all this?
identified. Find the target. Will ID the target.
Still nothing.
What do you want?
What the hell?
What is this?
Wait, what are you doing?
What is it? Hey, I don't want trouble.
But recent terrorist attacks have revealed that even here, we are vulnerable. In light of this revelation, we are now increasing the lethality of our drones. We will do everything necessary to ensure the well-being of the Skeltech family and the welfare of everyone on Earth.
Just re-upped my contract the other day.
Hey! Hostiles are attacking us! Hit! I hit it!
I'm proud to share this journey with each and
Shoot those
every
assholes! Shoot them!
All right, asshole. I'm gonna ask this once and only once. Where's Walker?
That's it, I swear!
What are you doing here?
shit, man. What do you want? Oh my god, who are you?
Hey!
Oh, why are you here?
I'm not here to hurt you.
You're not with Sentinel? Those assholes. They've killed everyone.
I'm sorry, but listen. I need to know what you can make with this equipment.
With the right set of blueprints? Anything. And I mean literally anything. Ours is a prototype. It fabricates metal alloys. You just need the raw materials and it prints in any chemical configuration. The applications are limitless. Our generator could revolutionize the energy industry. The parts for the device and electricity from dirt. And that's just the beginning.
Electricity from the dirt. Or weapons from the sky. Listen, the application could be dangerous in the wrong hands. I get it.
We were on the verge of changing everything. Those dumb soldiers took the two components the printer needs to convert the raw materials. Science finds a way to make power cheaply, and these bastards steal my equipment to make bombs and guns. If you can get those parts back, I could continue my work. It could really make a difference here.
Well, you know, protecting the fate of the world from Sentinel seems pretty important. The only question is, where am I going?
There's a port in Smuggler Coves. It shouldn't be too difficult to get to from here. The second is on a Sentinel convoy. I'll give you the route.
can't be here.